Good morning. This is the algebra review video for algebra practice number 3. And these problems all require us to cancel common factors. And it's because their quotient equals 1. So what that means is if I have A over A, those are two factors that cancel, and I end up with 1. If I have 6 over 3, the common factor is 2, or common factor is 3. So you would say, well, 6 can be written as 3 times 2, and then the common factor of 3 gets canceled. So 6 divided by 3 ends up being 2. In algebra, the idea is common factors are often binomials. So we have to watch out for that, those binomials that are common factors. So we're going to be dividing and multiplying expressions that will have common factors that will end up canceling each other because the quotient is equal to 1. Okay? So just like A divided by A is 1, 3 divided by 3 is 1, well, we look for those algebra common factors. The first two examples are written. It says 12A over 60 is 1. And then x plus 5 over x squared plus 3x minus 10. All right, well, the first example, the common factor of 12 and 60 is 12. So I would divide 12 by 12, and I'd get 12, no, I'd get 1. And 60 divided by 12 is 5. So the correct answer for this one would be A divided by 5, or A over 5. So again, you could break this down. You could break 12 down into 2 times 2 times 3. And then you could break 60 down into 12 times 5, so 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So the 2 times 2 times 3 cancels out, and I end up with 5. Algebra requires us to do a little bit more work because we have to factor these polynomials, factor this trinomial. So the numerator is the binomial x plus 5, and the denominator is the trinomial x squared plus 3x minus 10, but it factors x plus 5 times x minus 2. So the x plus 5s are the two factors that are in common in this expression. So my answer here is 1 over x minus 2. So look for those common factors. All right, moving on to a little bit more of an example. Now, we look at x squared minus 4x minus 5 over x squared plus 8x plus 7, and we recognize that we have to factor this polynomial, and then we have to factor this polynomial. So this trinomial is x minus 5 times x plus 1. And this trinomial is x plus 7 times x plus 1. So the x plus 1s are the two factors in this expression that cancel each other. So I end up with x minus 5 divided by x plus 7. Sometimes you have binomials okay? And we look for a common factor in each one of the terms of this. So this numerator, the common factor is 2. And I divide 2 out of 2m squared, and I end up with m squared. And then I divide 2 into 8, and I get 4. So I get m squared plus 4. Now, the denominator is the difference of two perfect squares. And if you remember, we have the difference of two squares from algebra. I have a squared minus b squared. If they're two perfect squares, like m squared is a perfect square and 16 is a perfect square, this is equal to a minus b times a plus b. And if you multiply this out, you'll notice it equals a squared minus b squared. A times a is a squared. Now this is plus ab, but this one here is minus ab. So the two middle terms cancel out, and the last term is minus b squared. So the difference of two square is what you have to apply to the denominator in this problem. So m squared minus 16 ends up being m minus 4 times m plus 4. Oh, shoot. I forgot. Dang it. Okay. So what I meant to do was put an m here in front of this 8. So if you notice, I put an m, then the common factor between these two is 2m. And 2m divided into 2m squared is just m. And 2m into 8m is 4. I meant to do that because I wanted the two factors to cancel each other out. So the m plus 4s cancel out. So the original problem should have been 8m. That was my fault. So 8m, this term 8m had to be in the original problem. So you factored out a 2m, divided out a 2m from both of these. 2m into 2m squared is m. And 2m into 8m is 4. So 2m squared plus 8m is equal to 2m times m plus 4. And then the denominator factors m squared minus 16. All right, so now the answer to this problem is 2m over m minus 4. And we can't cancel these two m's because this m is part of this expression, m minus 4. So it's not a factor of 2m because it's m minus 4. It's a separate binomial on the bottom. So we end up with that. We started off with 2m squared plus 8m. We started off with 8, but I made a mistake and went back and fixed it. So we have ended up with 2m over m minus 4 based on that process. Okay, the last example is a division problem. So we understand that it's a keep change, we understand, and we try to remember that it's a keep change flip. Because division is really multiplication by the reciprocal. So we keep the first number, we change this to multiplication, and then we flip the second part, okay? So we flip whatever's being divided. All right, now this becomes then x plus 2 squared divided by x plus 1 times x minus 1 squared over 2x squared plus 4x. okay? So then this now is x plus 2 times x plus 2 over x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 1, that's the x minus 1 squared, divided by, this looks like it needs to be factored. So I'm going to factor out a 2x. 2x divided into 2x squared is x. And 2x divided into 4x is 2, plus 2. Now, the only thing that I can really do with this is cancel the x plus 2's and the x plus 2's. This x plus 2 and this x plus 2. This problem's a little different because when you multiply, you can cancel common factors in different parts of the different parts of the product here. All right, so now in the numerator we have x plus 2 times x minus 1 times x minus 1 divided by 2x times x plus 1. So I think I like to multiply things out, so I'm going to multiply the first two, which is x squared plus 2x minus 1x, so plus 1x minus 2 times x minus 1 divided by, I'm going to multiply this out here, 2x squared plus 2x. Okay, and then what I like to do is multiply everything out. So I'm going to multiply this, this, and this, and then this negative 1 is going to go here, here, and here. That's how I get that done. So then this numerator is x to the third, x cubed, plus 1x squared, okay, minus 2x, minus 1x squared. Now I'm going to go with this minus 1. Right, minus 1x, oops, I forgot my squared there, minus 1x plus 2. All right, and then that simplifies to x cubed, and then the x squareds cancel, minus 3x plus 2. And then this is divided by 2x squared plus 2x. There you have it. I like multiplying all my polynomials out. That's kind of a thing. So that's what you end up with there. It's a little complicated, but you're pretty good at this stuff. And then the other 2, 3, 4, I guess, we're all about those factoring. So remember, common factors need to cancel. And we factor polynomials, just like we did x squared plus 3x minus 10 right here. To x plus 5 times x minus 2, we canceled out the x plus 5s and answered 1 over x minus 2. So factoring polynomials, factoring trinomials, that's a big deal. All right, have a good day, everybody. Take a look at this video and get that algebra worksheet done. You can do it.